So hi, welcome to the Good Noise Podcast. I'm Shane,
I'm Glory.
and we're here with,
I'm Timo from the band Our Mirage.
and we're asking them some questions today about their new album, Eclipse. So congrats on that, by the way. How do you feel about the response to it so far?
Well, the response to the album has been amazing, actually. It's yeah, it's just so overwhelming with all the comments we get on the music videos, the messages we get on Instagram and stuff. It's yeah, it's crazy. We just broke a lot of records on or personal records on Spotify and stuff. So it's just mind blowing.
Hell yeah,
I'm
that's
so
awesome.
happy to hear that. Dude, this album fucks. It is so good. I love it so much, man.
Thank you so much.
Hell
Of
yeah.
course. So is there any meaning behind the album title or cover art?
Well, the album and the album title and the album cover is connected to like the three main singles of the album, because we shot a music video trilogy for three videos. That was Black Hole was the first one, Help Me Out the second one, and the third one Eclipse. And so we thought, okay, maybe we can just connect the video trilogy to the whole album, and yeah, make it the title of the album, because it's like the biggest budget music videos we've ever done before. So it's just crazy. We spend so much money on that, and our label, A Rising Empire, helped a lot with that for sure. But yeah, so we were like, that has to be the album title, and so we made the design about about an eclipse.
Perfect.
So like the music video ideas came before like you guys kind of finished putting together the record in terms of like the final packaging.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we I think the album was completely finished by the end of April, and the concept of the whole videos and the concept for the album, actually, like it came together kind of. We had the idea for the videos, and then we're like, okay, let's just do go with it with the album as well. So yeah,
Makes sense. So can you tell us a little bit about your writing process for this album?
A lot of this album was actually written in the Corona time when everyone was staying at home, because in early 2020 we originally had to play an album release tour of our previous album, which got canceled after 3 days, and then we were sitting at home like, okay, what the fuck are we doing now? So yeah, we kind of sat down on Discord, and I opened Logic, the recording program I'm using, and so started writing some songs again, but this time over the internet. And this time a good friend of mine joined the recording process, and he's the guitarist of my second band, Alleviate. And this guy, he's called Ramon. He's one of the best guitarists I know. So I was like, okay, I need some crazy chords here and there, and he helped me a lot with writing the album. Yeah. And then we finished almost all of the instrumentals in the first lockdown. But then I was in like a little creative hole, and I couldn't come up with cool vocal melodies and everything. So it took a little while. So it was finished in early 2020, 2022.
All right.
That's fair. Yeah. Well, definitely all that like effort and time that you put into the guitar and vocal melodies definitely paid off, because those were the highlight of the album for me. I just kept replaying parts, like little runs that you would do.
Yeah.
I'd be like, oh my God, this is insane. It's such an earworm. There's so many earworms off this record.
Oh, thank you so much.
Of course. So what song off this record took longest to write, and which one is your personal favorite?
I think my personal favorite of the album is, I have two favorites. My first one would be Help Me Out, because it was so different when I wrote it, and it just I tried a different approach than what I was normally doing. So it felt different in the beginning, and then it just kept rolling. It was so easy. Everything came together so fast and nicely. Yeah, I think the process how I recorded everything was just like giving me so much vibe to it. So I just still love this song. And the other one is Suffocating. It's like the more calm song on the album. And I think this song means a lot to me because the lyrics are written based off of a story one of my close friends experienced with someone abusing his trust a lot. And yeah, I felt inspired by that, by actually a pretty sad story. And I could help my friend a little bit with that song. He was super happy I did it for him. And yeah, so there's like a personal touch to it. And that's why this is my second favorite song of the album. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. And what song took longest to write?
Mm-hmm.
The longest. I think it was Eclipse, the final song, like the main song of the album, the title track. I had a chorus idea for just the instrumental, and I recorded it one day. It's like, yeah, not feeling it. Put it aside. So weeks or months later, I just listened to it again. I was like, okay, yeah, it's cool. So I recorded like the verse and the rest of the song to it, instrumental wise. But then I was struggling with vocals. Sorry. I had a chorus idea, but it wasn't really there yet. So I asked another producer actually to help me with the vocal melody. His name is Kotsche. He's also writing for some other German pop artists, and he's also playing guitar in a German metal band called Callejon. And yeah, I asked him to join, and then we were like talking about it, discussing everything, and yeah, in the end, it was just the title track because it was so amazing how it turned out. And yeah, so I think it took like a year to write.
Jesus.
Wow.
to get it perfectly.
Mm-hmm. That's crazy. So how'd the track list for the album come about? Did you write the opener to be the opener, closer to be a closer? Did you shuffle around and see what fits? What was that process like?
Well, I was just writing songs, and then in the end, we were like, okay, how does it feel best while listening to it? And then we're like, okay, this song could be there, this there. But we made sure that some songs are in the right order, because we are telling 3 different stories on the album, and then there's like, I think 2 songs that are just in between. So we're telling the Eclipse trilogy of Black Hole, Help Me Out, and Eclipse. Mm-hmm. Then there's the song Calling You and the song Vicious Cycle. Those songs are connected to each other as well. And Awakening is the second part of Through the Night. Yeah, so it's kind of like a little thought behind it, but mostly it was just how does it feel while listening to it.
That makes sense. Yeah. All right.
Gotcha. So would you be able to tell us where your headspace is at while you were creating this record?
What do you mean exactly with headspaces?
Headspace, how you were feeling when you were writing, basically. Okay. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, sorry, I'm just a dumb German.
No, you're good. You're good. You're good.
Yeah, so most of the time when I'm writing music, I try to achieve a certain feeling. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it always depends on what I want to achieve with the music. And when I try to write a sad song, I actually get like in a super sad vibe, especially when I record vocals, because I want to transfer my sad feelings into the vocals. And I think that's a really important process to make music emotional and to let it sound emotional. Mm-hmm. So it's always it always depends on what I want to achieve, but mostly I'm in a sad vibe, I guess.
Okay.
All right.
Makes sense.
So how do you recommend your fans to listen to this album for the first time? Should they do it in a car with friends, in the dark with headphones on? Is it a workout album, party album? What do you personally recommend?
I think it's a good album to listen to when you are out and walk a little bit to get your head free, and then just put your AirPods in and just listen to the album to clear your head.
Okay.
I think.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
Like that a lot. So this one should be super, super quick. Off the top of your head, I want you to describe this album for new listeners in 3 words. No more, no less.
Yeah. 3 words.
Mm-hmm.
Sad.
Okay.
Energetic.
Okay.
And big.
There you go.
Good job.
See? There you go. You got it.
You did it.
Sad, energetic, and big.
Hell yeah.
Perfect.
So in that same train of thought, not as much pressure though, is there a certain feeling or emotion you want listeners to have while going through the album?
I always try to give like a little bit of hope in our music, because I think it's we're singing about super sad things actually, but in most songs I put in like a little twist in the lyrics that's just giving like a little bit of hope. So maybe hopeful.
Okay.
Aww.
I like that.
Perfect. So what is your favorite memory that you made while creating this record?
I think it was the moment I realized that in the lockdown time I could still be creative with my friends and do something that's gonna be good. Even though I was really down and sad from our tour that got canceled, because it was 16 dates, you know.
Yeah.
It's and our first big headline tour. But in the end, I think it was the moment when I finished the first song, I was like, okay, this is fucking good.
Mm-hmm.
I think we can go on like this, and we make the best out of the situation now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And I think that was the moment, when the first song of the album was created. Yeah.
Oh yeah. So you had mentioned earlier, like obviously everything was recorded in the pandemic, kind of over Discord. Like, what was the learning curve for you guys, like with the writing and recording process, like socially distanced?
The learning curve.
Was there one?
I don't know, actually. Like, I don't think so. Like, it was more. If there was one, I didn't notice.
Yeah.
It was just.
You guys just adapted easily then.
Yeah.
That's super interesting, because like most of the bands that we talk to and that question gets brought up, like everyone's like, I fucking hated it, like it was not easy. Yeah, like always want to be like in the room, but like for you guys to just kind of naturally adapt to it, like that's awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like we just made the best out of it. It was just the situation and we couldn't change it, so we just kept going.
Fair enough.
Perfect.
So picture this: you're on tour, you're at a gas station for a rest stop. What is your snack of choice?
Maybe just a simple packed sandwich.
Packed sandwich. Okay. So is that just like a PB&J that you find at the gas station, or is that just like a turkey sandwich? I'm not sure.
Yeah, like for me it's difficult. I'm a vegetarian since 13 years, so it's not that easy all the time. But if there's like a mozzarella cheese sandwich, let's go.
Hell yeah.
All right.
Perfect. So on the topic of food, if the band was a dish, what dish would the band be and why?
Pizza.
Pizza?
Because that's what we most of the time eat together when we when there's catering, most of the times they just order pizza, and that's what we eat together all the time, or Burger King, but I would go for pizza.
Right,
yeah,
fair
definitely.
Enough. So for the last couple questions, we're going to shift completely away from music and go straight to death row.
Boom.
So if you're on death row, what would your last meal be with a drink?
My last meal would be Nudelauflauf. That's something we do in Germany. It's like a pasta baked over with cheese. That's what I would want to eat, and Pepsi Max lemon. Yes.
Okay.
Ooh,
lemon
I didn't know
Pepsi
had like a lemon flavor.
Oh yeah, in Germany it's just great. Like I have an empty bottle here. Just
Pepsi. That's insane.
Yeah.
I've never heard of that.
Yeah. I don't think we have that over here.
we also have Pepsi Mango.
Yeah, we've got
okay.
that. Yeah.
I'd want to wait, we have that?
Yeah. Every single time we walk down the soda aisle, my partner's like, you have to grab some. I'm like, I don't need another case of soda. I have plenty.
I need to grab one then. That's crazy. It's crazy. So if you could live in one fictional world for a week, where would you live?
Middle Earth.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Where in Middle Earth?
In the Shire, I think. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just so peaceful and amazing.
Lots of food. Yeah.
Yeah.
I have the honor of asking the last question, and every single person that we've spoken to have said that it is the most important question. What's your favorite color?
Black and red together, I think.
Ooh.
Combination. Yeah.
All right. That's good. So as I said, that's all the questions we have today. Is there anything that you would like to plug?
Stream our album on Spotify,
yes,
Deezer, YouTube, wherever you want to do it. And support your local band.
There you go. Hell yeah.
Well, thank you for now. It's been Timo from Our Mirage, and we have been the Good Noise Podcast.